Oh, hey, it's Eric. Funny seeing you here. Now, when I say I've been playing video games my entire life, I'm not over-exaggerating. Both my older brother and my dad loved video games, so they bought the original Xbox shortly after its release. That Xbox is older than me now, and we actually still have it today. It was kind of like my third brother growing up, honestly. It's my oldest memory. I genuinely believe I gained consciousness with an Xbox controller in my hand. We had the usual lots of games, Madden, racing games, and Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, it's a real shame Microsoft doesn't license these kind of games anymore. But one game was always the household favorite. On a rainy day, late on Friday nights, or when we had a beef to settle, we always popped in Star Wars Battlefront II. I'm talking the original Star Wars Battlefront II, the one released in October of 2005, which has since become one of the most beloved renditions of the Star Wars universe. Like seriously, I usually don't give much thought to other people's opinions about video games. I think that's pretty stupid. I mean, you're literally talking to the guy who still plays Wizard 101 in 2023. I think and do for myself, but it is actually hard to find a truly negative review about this game. It has a 9 out of 10 on Steam, and the few negative comments are people who can't figure out that Discord's overlay causes performance issues for a game released in 2005. The first thing you'll notice when you load up Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially on PC but even on original hardware, is that it does not look or handle like a FPS that's from 2005. It feels really good to play, and it runs really well. There have been a lot of people that complain about it not running well on newer operating systems, but I've never had any troubles. I don't know. I think it's a skill issue. It doesn't have overly realistic movement that has come to plague newer games, but also isn't so loosey-goosey that you have 9-year-olds cracked out on G Fuel slide canceling around everywhere. This combined with the brilliant and faithful map design and character models builds a faithful rendition of Star Wars combat. And the biggest part of that is how consistent this game is able to produce what I call those battlefield moments. You know, those straight out of a movie scenes where bodies are flying everywhere and you're gunning down droids and they're storming your beach like you're the last line of the Republic and the fate of the galaxy rests on your shoulders. For the Republic! Ah! But with all that being said, this game definitely has aged in some aspects. In my opinion, the gunplay is easily the weakest part of this game. At times I feel like pea shooters and bullets, even at relatively short ranges, can be unsatisfyingly inconsistent. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I also found that space battles have aged way worse than the rest of the game. Even way back in the day, my brother and I always avoided them when we could. The space combat's just overall really clunky and hard to maneuver. The way they're set up is also comparatively really slow to the on-the-boots ground fighting, and it's just not as exciting. The AI in this game is also very primitive. The AI goes from literally not being able to kill anything to turning into prime phase rain and 180 quickscoping you from across the map. The vehicles can also be really annoying, especially on certain levels when they're abused by an actual player. There's a heavy class that can kind of help you deal with it, but if you're a lone soldier trying to face off against another player in a tank, you have absolutely no chance. But the heroes. Oh boy, the heroes do they make up for all this. In special parts of the campaign and periodically during multiplayer, you gain the option to play as a hero. There's all the classic Star Wars characters, good and bad. Ayla Secura's also here for some reason. She's not quite as popular as everyone else. But holy shit, are they all super unbalanced. You get this insta-kill lightsaber with lock-on lunge and basically no cooldown. Anything that comes close to you, you can cut through just by spamming the right trigger. You also get this ability that literally just blocks bullets for you, and you also get force abilities, my favorite of which literally just gives you an insta-kill boomerang. So it's not like you can space these heroes out, and there's really no strategy to killing them. If a hero wants you dead, you're gonna die. It's just not even fair. There are also a few blaster heroes like Leia and the coolest of the bunch, Boba Fett. They're all also very OP in their own ways, and they have some OP equipment, but I've always thought they were less fun than the lightsaber characters, so I just generally tend to avoid them. There's a general tendency to think overpowered characters in video games are always a bad thing, and while admittedly getting shit on by a hero when you're on a kill streak can be annoying, I would argue that the fact they're so broken is the best part of the gameplay. They actually feel powerful, they feel like force wielders, and it's genuinely rewarding to use them. It contributes to world building and their general aura, and when you see Darth Maul force running at you, it creates the proper response of, oh shit, I'm gonna die. With these characters and game mechanics, there are several different game modes that you can play. The first is Instant Action, which is a quick match tool that lets you jump into various game modes right away. It's pretty standard. Hunt. Eliminate as many of the indigenous species as possible before time runs out. Holy shit. That would probably not fly today. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little inside secret. Don't tell anybody I told you this, but if you go to Assault on Mos Eisley, launch that baby, you get to access the only heroes versus villains in the vanilla game. It's a secret game mode. Then there's Galactic Conquest, which is the superior way to play with friends friends locally. It's a mix of chess and Star Wars combat. You earn points as you play that help unlock bonuses like starting with a hero, extra reinforcements. If you don't buy the leader bonus every turn, I don't respect you as a man. Or you can use those points to permanently unlock different types of troops. And there's a surprising amount of strategy that stems from these choices. You can choose which era and side you play on for that specific conquest. The game mode actually works really well, and it's a fun way of adding more depth to traditional quick play. There are also some maps where the defending or attacking team has an insane advantage. I'm looking at you, Kashyyyk. So on those maps, the gameplay can be really unbalanced, so you can end up playing on the same map over and over again. And this only gets worse towards the end of the game when the guy who's losing only has 1 or 2 planets left to spawn his fleets on. You just end up playing the same maps over and over until you can eventually win them, and god damn it, why can't I win on Hoth with the fucking Empire? But it would be a grand disservice not to give the proper credit to the greatest game mode in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the campaign. I simply love the campaign. It's unique in that it's not centered around Jedi or a major big screen player in the Star Wars universe. It's centered around the 501st. You're an ordinary soldier reliving his time in the 501st. You do the dirty work, carry out objectives, and it provides an interesting insight into the lies and deception of the Empire and the fall of the Jedi Order. You gotta remember that this came out in 2005, so there wasn't a whole lot of media surrounding the Clone Wars. I mean, this story back then blew my mind. It gave such depth to these lifeless on-screen characters. It's really a testament to all the possibilities that are open to you in the Star Wars universe. The missions are fun, albeit basic. Capture these plans or outposts, kill this Jedi survivor, etc. It also has a good level of difficulty. There is no checkpoint system. You fail one part of the mission, time to redo it all, which is pretty cruel when you consider the unfair death system and the unreliability of your reinforcements, especially the Order 66 mission on the hardest difficulty. That mission, it changes a man.
Holy shit. They just spawned 20 on top of me. Don't let him. God, no! Don't let him break the fucking bookcase! Yes, protect the bookcase. They spawn on top of me, of course.
We leave 2 what? That's impossible!
There's just no way. There's just no fucking way that's gonna work.
The first one is located on the comm room. Retrieve it and bring it to the veranda.
Help me, dude! Someone throw a grenade. For the love of God, someone throw a grenade. Or I'll fucking do it myself. Okay. Alright, you guys actually have to fucking help me take this shit over. You can't just leave and die when I'm walking over. What are you guys doing? Oh my god, they're getting actually massacred.
Kill, he's in the fucking corner!
Alright, I literally cannot fucking go that way because they will just not protect me, so I'm going this way. Probably gonna run into a fucking Jedi here or some shit, and he's just gonna shit on me, but... Nope, 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 nope. Ooh! I just rolled under that fucking rocket. You know what? Just run. Just run. You cannot run a Jedi, right? You're fast. You're super fast. Holy fuck. Oh my god, I think I did it. I think I did it. Last one alive!
There he is.
Oh! No!
Die. Fuck you, pussy.
I wasn't even really trying that hard. Holy fuck, that level.
I really don't want to go too much more in depth into the campaign because I really believe it's one of those things where you should play it for yourself. But it alone is easily worth the price of admission for 2005 Star Wars Battlefront 2. As for the online in this game, I've never played online before. I didn't have Xbox Live until the 360, but even now with public servers and everything, I'm not really interested. I will always and forever believe it is the experience better on the couch with some of my best friends, a liter of soda and pizza with nothing but time on a Friday night. And those are the experiences in my eyes that tell the tale of this game. It's a ballad to Star Wars fans, about a simpler time fighting aliens and tyrannical governments with fantasy weapons and characters in a faraway galaxy, all from the comfort of your couch with those you care about. While technologically imperfect and as time has progressed even more outclassed, it's still no slacker, as even to this day with $10 you gain access to hours of intriguing gameplay. With a hearty helping of nostalgia, this is one of the few games I've ever played that I don't hesitate to recommend to anyone. All ages, all walks of life should give this game a shot. And that's why I believe Star Wars Battlefront II from 2005 is at the top of A tier and my tier of a list of the greatest games of all time. Now, I've gone this whole video without mentioning the elephant in the room. It really is a tragedy that the current state of this game's franchise and just Disney-owned Star Wars in general is what it is. But I made this video and I really hope that this video can serve as some protection to the legacy of this forgotten masterpiece.